Alright, budget magic time. Playing some Infect, believe it or not, in standard. And this hand is close. This is close. We're on the play. I think we're a pump spell away from the turn 4 kill. So we have 1 energy, 3 energy, 6 energy. So that's double pump with Pummeler, 3 power from Blossoming Defense. So 3 power becomes 6 power, becomes 12 power. So yeah, we're a pump spell away from the kill. Let's just game trail, tapped, pass the turn. Shambling Vent for our opponent. Oh, that's a pump spell. Ether Hub gets us in energy. And Servant of the Conduit. So this may mean that we have the turn 3 win, or turn 4 win. Depends on what our opponent can do. Swamp. Metal Spinner's Puzzle Knot. Draws a card, loses a life. So we will Forest and Electrostatic Pummeler. Puts us up to 6 energy. And just pass the turn. We actually want to leave up this Blossoming Defense, just in case. We don't want to have to use it, but... Tap land for our opponent. And passes. And I think this does it. So, play the Mountain. Attack with both creatures. Go to blocks. Uncage Fury on the Pummeler. So if we pump, it's 4 power, 8 power, and now we Blossoming Defense the Pummeler. Pump it, and yeah, turn 4, 36 damage. Infecting standard. Look at our opponent. What do? You either have the removal spell or you don't with draws like that. They tap land, untap land for Puzzle Knot, tap land, good game. Yeah, run it back. 0 lands. We got a mulligan that one. This is risky. Larger to life to the bottom. We do need lands, and we don't have like an auto kill. Seems like whenever I say we need lands, we draw Bristling Hydra, the most expensive card in our deck. Swamp for our opponent. And the Puzzle Knot. Draws a card. Land? Okay, pass the turn. Well, it wouldn't be an Infect deck if you didn't lose to yourself sometimes. Tap land for our opponent. And Harness Lightning. Okay, guess we discard a Harness Lightning. Well, I don't think we're winning this one. This gives our opponent way too much time to do something. Well, there's a land. Servant of the Conduit. Gets us a couple energy. Grasp of Darkness. Takes down the Servant. Opponent. Mind Rack Demon. Mills some control-y stuff and a Gacella. We whiff on lands. Pass the turn. Yeah, I think we just lose to this Mind Rack. I guess we could have went to 5, although the odds of winning when you go to 5 are probably worse than just hoping that we draw lands with 6. Because our 6 wasn't bad. It took way too long to find the lands. Ob Nixilis. Yeah, I get about 1 more turn in me before we scoop. Not a land. Alright. Well, no lands. What can you say? I mean, that's unfortunate, but... Opponent does have a lot of removal. Seems like it could be a hard matchup. Maybe we need less New Helions in this matchup. It doesn't really dodge any more removal, though. It's just additional creatures. Yeah, let's just run it back. Okay. I mean, lots of servants. Bristling Hydra is probably one of our best cards in this matchup, if we get it down. And it works well with Uncage Fury. Oh, alright. Cinderglade, tapped. Pass the turn. Tap land for our opponent. Larger than life could be good. The thing is, Servant of the Conduit's like our worst creature to go all in on. What we really need is to just draw a untap land, play this Bristling Hydra before it gets hit by discard. Blossoming Defense. Well, Servant of the Conduit, number 2. Might as well get in for 2. Pass the turn. Swamp for our opponent. The other problem here is our opponent could have Wraths. Not a land. Well, 1, 2, green. Time to cash in some energy since we're so bad at drawing lands. Get a Bristling Hydra. Get some more energy. Luckily, we have enough energy that if they try to kill it, we can save it. Pass the turn. Stasis Snare. Goes after a Servant. Okay. Swamp for our opponent. And Gisela. Opponent's going to do some racing. Another Uncaged Fury. Well, unfortunately, we can't just win here. Let's attack with Bristling Hydra. See what our opponent does. Opponent blocks. Well, I guess we just... Blossoming Defense. It does gain our opponent some life. The bigger worry is they could just have a Wrath. But let's Servant of the Conduit. Pass the turn. If they have a Wrath, we're just dead. We are once again on 2 lands, although this time we have a Bristling Hydra. Tap land for our opponent, so no Wrath yet. Mineract Demon. Mills some stuff. Not a land. Well, let's attack with Bristling Hydra. Oh, what to do? Let's just Blossoming Defense again. Not ideal. Pass the turn. Land number 6 for our opponent. And descend upon the Sinful. Well, that probably does it. Tune with Ether. We sometimes just never draw lands with this deck, which is kind of frustrating. Play a land. Another land for our opponent. Opponent gets in for 4 with the Angel. And passes. Built to Smash doesn't help. Opponent's going to get in with Shambling Vent, put us down to 10. And we are in some serious trouble. Tune with Ether, simply not fast enough. Get a forest, play a forest, pass the turn. Yeah, this land situation was extremely bad this match. The problem here is we can play Bristling Hydra, but we're still dead. And there's a land. Alright, well, that's the downside, I guess, about playing a 20-land deck, is occasionally you just draw 0 lands for multiple games in a row. Ugh.